It really a case of spare us with regards to the former royal known as Prince Harry? I'm sure you'll agree we've had our fill recently, have we not? And as you've seen most recently also, Prince Harry's trying to realign himself with certain charitable events, including the Diana charity, which he popped up at, of course, for some good PR the other day. The trouble is now, though, that even the mainstream media, the ones that liked Harry and Meghan, are seemingly keeping away because the mistrust is now so deep. You see, the bigger problem for Prince Harry is really this. Everything is really curtailed with a lie, isn't it? And that's, part of the problem. They don't address the lies either, like the New York car chase and things. We're just supposed to forget about them. But now we have a bigger problem, you see, because another mega deal that he has, the follow-up part 2, if you like, to spare the biggest selling book, because we keep being told by Penguin Random House. Well, it's time for updated version 2 to be out in the early part of next year. Thing is, as ever, there's a problem. Let me explain. Hi, good morning, Neil Sean here. Nice to see you. Hope you're well today. And as ever, thank you so much for your company. I tell you what, I must just point out a couple of messages on the comments recently who saying, why on earth do I insist on using a green screen behind me? Why can't I put some effort in? Now, some of you might say, oh, people are just taking the mickey, Trust me, some of them are not. And you do kind of wonder the level of denseness that you have to think, well, hang on a minute. I'm here in the rain, hairs all over the place, sirens blasting off in the background. You can see people moving up and down behind me. Why on earth would I go to all that effort to recreate that on a green screen? I mean, come on, you know what I'm saying? You just got, you just got to think, wow, we're not making Hollywood here, we're making news reports. Got to smile, haven't you? Certain things that don't start off as fun, but make you giggle in the end, don't they? Many might say, of course, a little bit like Prince Harry, with his book Spare, created a lot of tears, a lot of drama, and a lot of fiction for a lot of people, seemingly because people didn't really believe some of the things he was saying in that alleged best-selling book. And what's interesting now is, as you know, they have to do the follow-up book. And this is where it's getting really tricky, because even Prince Harry's, co-author, whatever you want to call it, ghostwriter, openly admitted that they struggled to get the stories out because Harry seemingly just wants to take on board anybody who's crossed him, that type of thing. And there must be many. But you see, when you do a book like that, it becomes dull. What Penguin Random House want really is an update of the last, say, year, particularly things like, the coronation, stuff like that. What were your feelings on the day? How historical was it? Who did you speak to? Who didn't you speak to? Gossip, salacious stuff. That's all they're really after. That's what makes the book sell. Prince Harry knows this. Meghan Markle knows this. They just have to conform, or indeed, look towards losing another deal. But you see, Harry, as he pointed out previously, has plenty of things to say, so much so that he could have filled another 500 pages. Who's got the stamina, is that what I would say. And as this battle rages on, you see, time is eroding because they want that book out more or less the same time as this one, this time earlier in January of this year. Dead time for sales, lots of exposure in the media, and more importantly, they hope to replicate some level of interest as they did before. Will Harry conform though, or will it be another battle for whoever they get to sign up to be the next ghostwriter? Can you imagine trying to battle that though with Harry? No, these are the stories. No, I want to talk about this. I mean, must be difficult, whichever way you look at it. But of course, money wins in the end. And if Harry wants to get paid, he will certainly have to conform. And that means more salacious gossip. As ever, it's a developing story. When I know more, you'll know more. Neil Sean in a wet, windy and rainy, no green screen, London.